lead uppercut, this is where it starts getting trickier. It's probably one of the harder, or if not one of the hardest strikes to learn. So we're going to try and break it down a little bit. Do your best with it, study it, try it out. It's going to take practice. First things first, let's try and get you guys to do it without actually using your hands at all. So maybe hands on shoulders. So my lead upper will be my jab side, okay? Hands will be here. First thing to possibly try and practice doing is drawing your right shoulder towards, or your rear shoulder, I should say, towards your lead knee. Practice that for a bit. Whilst doing it, there's going to be, again, some rotation through that rear hip. It's much like doing a cross, but there's a little bit of a bending forward action going on. Okay? So do that for a bit. Next tricky part. Loading up and then using your front hip to deliver the upper. So from here, hands on shoulders again. Step one we'll say is stance. Step two, right shoulder or rear shoulder I should say towards lead knee. Step three, rear foot turns quite a bit and then you're driving with that lead hip. So this lead heel comes up, rear foot drops down. From there you come back to your stance and guard, which is step four. So step one and step four are the same, but it's a reiteration of your stance and guard, because we've got to get you to understand that resetting your strikes will mean a better quality and more powerful strike as well. So let's go from the beginning. Step one, stance and guard. Even though I don't have my guard up, we've just got our hands here for now. Step two, rear shoulder towards front knee, rear foot pivoted. Step three, turning that rear foot back, transitioning. So there's going to be some weight on that rear leg to drive with that lead hip. So that's step three. Step four, back to guard. Okay? You've practiced that for a bit. Let's try and add the upper on. One, stance and guard. Two, load it up, rear shoulder towards lead knee. Step three, the delivering the punch. So hip comes back, elbow stays in front of the line of your waist, and you do the strike by driving with your hip and reaching out quite a big distance and visualizing hitting someone underneath the chin. That is the tricky part. Some things to look out for. So we've got one. Two, try not to do this, and this is what people do in class all the time, is drop this hand away to do their upper. What we like to say, piece of string almost attached to hip. One, two, the piece of string is still attached. You don't snap the string. Three, that's where it gets, that comes up, that fist. Quite a big angle in the elbow. It's not here. I'm not saying you can't do an upper here, but it's out here because you're trying to reach. Palm facing towards you. Back to guard. Last thing to visualize is when you're doing it, there's a fair amount of rotation this way and also a fair amount of rotation coming back. Your invisible opponent is in front of you. Their chin is here. You've got to get right underneath that chin. So if I'm here in front of you guys, one, two, I'm not doing the upper here. I'm trying to go one, two, and three. I'm right in front of that camera lens because I'm visualizing that person straight in front of me. Fall back to guard. I'll show you a bit more sped up. Reset. 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 So it's going to be a bit of a challenge on your footwork as well as your balance. Try not to drop those hands away as you do it.